Have you ever made a phone call to someone on the other side of the world? It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Your voice gets converted into digital signals, bounced off satellites in space, or zapped through thousands of miles of undersea cables, just to reach one person. But what if I told you that you could just shout and someone across an entire ocean could hear you with no technology at all? It sounds impossible, right? Well, for us, it is. But for the largest animals on Earth, it's just another Tuesday. I'm talking about whales. They possess one of the most incredible communication systems in the natural world, a biological internet made of sound. Let's start with the singers themselves. We're talking about the giants, the baleen whales, like the majestic blue whale and the speedy fin whale. Their songs aren't like the cheerful clicks and whistles of dolphins. Instead, they produce calls that are incredibly low in frequency, so low that most of their vocalizations are completely inaudible to human ears. Imagine the deepest, most resonant note on a colossal pipe organ. Notes so low, you feel them in your chest more than you hear them. That's the realm where these whales operate. These aren't just random moans. They are complex, structured songs that can last for hours. And their power is immense. A blue whale's call can reach up to 188 decibels. To put that in perspective, a jet engine takeoff is about 140 decibels. This immense power is the first part of the secret to their long-distance calls. The second part of the secret lies in the medium they live in. Water. Sound behaves very differently in water than it does in the air we're used to. In the air, sound waves dissipate pretty quickly. If you shout in an open field, your voice might carry a few hundred feet. Maybe. But in water, it's a completely different story. Sound travels about 4.5 times faster in water and much, much farther. Why? It's all about density. Water is much denser than air, meaning its molecules are packed closer together. When a sound wave, which is just a vibration, moves through water, it can pass its energy from molecule to molecule far more efficiently. Think of it like a line of dominoes. If the dominoes are spread far apart, the chain reaction stops quickly. But if they are packed tightly, the energy transfers smoothly and continues for a long way. That's what happens with sound in the ocean. The dense water acts as a fantastic conductor for sound waves, carrying them for incredible distances before they lose their energy. So, a powerful low-frequency sound in a highly efficient medium. You can start to see how this works. But there's one more piece to this puzzle, and it's the most amazing part. It's a special feature of the ocean itself, a natural phenomenon that whales have been exploiting for millions of years. This feature is known as the SOFAR channel. SOFAR stands for sound fixing and ranging, and it's basically nature's own fiber optic cable for sound. It's a specific horizontal layer in the ocean, typically found at a depth of around 1,000 meters, or about 3,300 feet. The existence of this channel is a fascinating quirk of physics. As you go deeper into the ocean, two things change. The temperature drops and the pressure increases. Both temperature and pressure affect the speed of sound. Colder water slows sound down, while higher pressure speeds it up. At the surface, the water is warmer, so sound travels relatively fast. As you go deeper, it gets colder, and the speed of sound decreases. But as you continue to descend, the crashing pressure starts to become the dominant factor, and it begins to speed the sound back up again. This creates a unique situation. Somewhere in the middle, at that 1,000 meter mark, there's a point where the speed of sound is at its absolute minimum. This depth is the core of the SOFAR channel, and here's where the magic happens. When a sound wave is generated within this channel, it gets trapped. If the sound wave starts to travel upward into the warmer, faster water, it gets bent or refracted back down. If it starts to travel downward into the high pressure, faster water, it gets refracted back up. The sound wave is continuously bounced back and forth, guided along this channel without ever hitting the surface or the seabed, where it would lose most of its energy. It's like the sound is in a perfect corridor, allowing it to travel for enormous distances with very little loss of signal strength. It's an underwater sad highway that spans the globe. So let's put it all together. A blue whale positions itself at just the right depth, right inside the SOFA channel. It then lets out one of its powerful low-frequency calls. That sound wave enters the channel and begins its journey. Instead of spreading out in all directions and fading away, it's focused and guided across the ocean. The result is truly mind-boggling. A blue whale singing off the coast of California can produce a call that travels all the way across the Pacific, potentially being heard by another whale off the coast of Japan, thousands of miles away. It's a planet-wide communication network built into the very physics of the ocean. Interestingly, humans didn't know about this channel until World War II. The US Navy discovered it and realized they could use it to track enemy submarines from vast distances. But as they listened in, they were baffled. The channel wasn't quiet. It was filled with mysterious, deep biological sounds. It took years for scientists to confirm that these were the long-distance songs of fin and blue whales. The military had accidentally eavesdropped on the whales' private internet. For millions of years, this system worked perfectly. Whales could find mates, navigate, and communicate across entire ocean basins. But today, their ancient network is facing a serious threat. And that threat is us. In the last century, we have filled the oceans with a cacophony of man-made noise. The constant, low-frequency rumble from thousands of large cargo ships, the high-intensity pings of military sonar, and the explosive blasts from seismic surveys for oil and gas exploration have created a dense, persistent acoustic smog. This noise pollution is concentrated in the very same low-frequency bands that whales use to communicate. And much of this noise gets trapped in the SOFAR channel, just like the whale songs. The result is that the whales' voices are being drowned out. Imagine trying to have a whispered conversation with a friend across a room while someone else is running a jackhammer right between you. That's the reality for whales today. The background noise level in some parts of the ocean is estimated to have doubled every decade for the past 60 years. For a whale, this means their communication range might be reduced from 1,000 miles to just 100 or even 10. They are effectively being deafened, isolated from one another in a sea of noise. So when we look at a whale, we're not just seeing a giant mammal. We are looking at a creature that has mastered the physics of its own world to create something extraordinary. For eons before we even conceived of the internet, whales were using a biological version made of sound, a network connecting individuals across a planet-sized home. This incredible system is not just a scientific curiosity. It's a vital part of their survival, and it's a fragile system, one that we are only just beginning to truly understand. Protecting it means not just protecting the whales themselves, but protecting the silence of the deep, the very medium that carries their ancient songs across the world. Thank you for watching. If you found this fascinating, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more journeys into the wonders of our natural world. See you next time.